Hello and welcome back to Inquisitor Martyr. Last time we pushed back the rebel counterattack against the planetary defense forces, and during the fight we found out that their attack against the PDF is actually a ploy to draw troops there so that they can attack the geothermal power nexus and destroy it, which will cause the whole planet to explode. So now we have to go and stop them from attacking that.
Death in the line of duty is the most honorable sacrifice. Send in more guards. This is no time for squabbles. Tell the PDF to press on. I will defend the sacred Cogitator chamber as long as I can.
So I was looking at the loading screen, and I was thinking about this mission as well, because they both reminded me of something. First off, 40K is really interesting in the fact that you have ancient technology from like when these planets first got colonized, sitting around like this ancient geothermal vent or power system that there's a good chance these people don't know how to maintain or repair should it go down. And it's archaeotech. No, it's ancient. And I think that's kind of cool, and it's this weird sense of decay, not out of abandoning or anything like that, but the technology just isn't understood anymore out of this zealous need to protect it. You know, oh, we can't innovate, that's heresy. We can't, yoink some like Tau railgun tech and start using that. That's heretical. And it's like, are you sure? Tau got some pretty sick weapons. If you were to just slap a bunch of those onto like a Lehman Russ or a Baneblade, imagine a Baneblade cannon-sized railgun. You could bust some dudes up with that. But instead, their fear and religious zealotry keeps them from innovating, or from, to some degree, even repairing some stuff. They'd rather just try to wave some, essential oils around and hope that fixes it. Don't worry, sage and lavender will remove the viruses from my computer. Like, no, fix it. But then I was thinking from the loading screen, I was like, you know what? 40K suffers from a lack of terrain. Like, I remember seeing stuff there was a kill team set, can't remember which faction it was, but I remember seeing all these people be like, yeah, get that kill team set because it has some of the best terrain, and what you're getting for terrain is really good and comparatively really cheap. It was still like $45 or something. I'm like, are you kidding? I'm buying this in some people's eyes for the terrain? And I was thinking, how bad is your terrain? Like, how bad are your prices? And, I know how bad their prices are. And it's one of those things I don't get. It's always been my question with Games Workshop is, why don't you try to sell a little cheaper so you can get more sales? Like, you really think that people who play aren't gonna drop, a little extra money? Like, I know guys who, if they could get some terrain, $5-10 cheaper, they might buy a second piece of terrain. Right there, you're getting 2 sales and more money of those 2 sales combined than you would of just 1 sale. And of course, always the classic thing, the cost of playing is so high, people don't really feel inclined to play. And I can't blame them. That is probably the steepest barrier of entry. Like, yeah, you can do a start collecting box or something like that where it's maybe $100 and you can get an army or 2 armies that are small and do like 600 point, I think, or 650 point games. But you can't get any bigger than that, and I think the bigger games are where a lot of the fun is because you can afford to lose a unit and not be stressing over it. And you can have a lot more variety, you can actually tweak your army to fit your needs at the time. And it's so crazy. Alpha Legion. But that's just me. Like, make cheaper terrain. Honestly, what would be really cool is to sell a bunch of terrain, lots of different sizes. This way you could have people like, I think it's Winners SEO, who does a lot of battle reports, and Magikarp used Fly, he's been doing a bunch. And I think it'd be cool to have enough terrain scattered about that you could create like an Underhive / Necromunda feel, where you can't really get a lot of vehicles in, but you can maneuver around and have a lot of cool little infantry skirmishes. I think that'd be a really interesting map layout. But, we don't get that. It's like, hey, do you want some trees from the Garden of Nurgle? No. I mean, they're cool, but if you're gonna thematically do that kind of stuff, you need a lot more. I'm not gonna sit here and just slap some trees down in the middle and be like, yep, Nurgle touched it. See those 3 trees? That's all the Nurgle's work. No, I'd want... honestly, a lot of the environmental pieces you see in this game. Like when we were on the Martyr and you had those big globs of what looks like snot. Yeah, they're not the prettiest thing, and that's kind of the point with Nurgle, but it's cool. Or if you check out my Chaos Bane series, shameless plug, the devs for that, I think that's Big Fat Shark. There's a... No, it's not Fat Shark. I can't remember who it is. But the design of a lot of the environment is really cool because it's each is themed. You have the Khorne stuff, you have the Nurgle pieces, you have all that. Sell some of that stuff. You could even kind of reuse existing assets to a degree, like, Event, and have it, covered in Nurgle gunk, or just sell a conversion kit. Seriously, conversion kits should be a lot more of a thing within, like, the main Games Workshop, like, sales book. But, that's just me. Honestly, it sucks. To a degree, it sucks playing, and it sucks watching battle reports when everybody's maps are just like, here's some rocks, here's the same ruined building, that's it. It's like, okay, I get it, but come on. If you can make some dopey as all can get out Primaris Marines, and at this point drown us in Primaris Marines, you can afford to make some new terrain.
Reloading.
And I mean, let's look at this tower to the left of me right here. Let's look at this big bad boy. You could, on one hand, you can make a solid terrain piece. It's not exactly the most creative, not exactly the most interesting. Or you could have it like partially ruined. You could have a part, like the top of it broke off and like toppled as a version. You could even have it where it serves as almost a tunnel. Those would create interesting encounters for players to
I must defend the
experience.
summoned creature.
Suddenly it's not, oh, I just have to walk around it. It's, okay, I can see through to the other side and potentially catch an enemy who isn't paying attention.
Let's see what was so important in the chats.
You know, it's just me. I have this weird thing where I want things I enjoy to succeed and do very well. I mean, you can find some homebrew terrain. I love going onto, oh god, is it Daka? I don't even remember. Like, I sit there and bounce around to a lot of sites that do, like, models and such, and I just like to look at what they've done for custom-made pieces. Because, you know, I see that stuff, and my first thought is, G-dubs, why aren't you doing this? You know? You see that in video games, like, a mod will become super popular, and then the sequel for the game, like a Fallout, will have that feature included in some capacity. I remember seeing in Fallout 4, you could place a bag down and create a little camp for yourself and build beds or whatever you wanted in the area. And then in 76, we saw that exact same thing, but with a camp unit instead of a bag. You know, sometimes it does come off kind of as intellectually dishonest to be like, oh, hey, we made this. But it's also like, hey, we're paying attention to what our fans are doing and understanding, hey, this is popular, we should probably do something about this. And honestly, you should, because otherwise you're just throwing away potential ideas and possible money. I will say though, the new Necron units, or at least the ones I've seen, make me hope we're gonna get some story arc with the Necrons. But I do agree with all the people, we really need more models outside of just Primaris crap. Initially, I thought Primaris was just going to be kind of an auxiliary thing where it's like, oh, replace your normal Space Marines with these guys, kind of plug and play if you want to essentially kind of retool how your team works a little. But no, they're building them almost as a completely separate faction, which, like I said before, makes me wonder if they're gonna do, because I pitched it as like a possible idea of having Space Marines rebel into a third group, effectively. So you have loyalists, traitors, and other. And it almost feels like we're gonna see the other form. But I don't know. I just really want more terrain. It's such a struggle. And then I saw more models for... It was for Age of Sigmar. It's like the Kadarian something. They're dwarves. I mentioned it before, and it just... Seeing more models for it just tilted me. Because they had dwarves with like dual pistols and machine guns, and one of them had a minigun, and I was like, are you kidding? You're gonna try to have like some Sigmarines come after those guys, or some dopey chaos cultists? That could have easily been 40k. I would play... That would bring back the squats and introduce them in the absolute coolest way possible. Like, you think I wouldn't bust out, you know, some dirigibles with plasma guns and miniguns bolted to them and bust up some Tau? I can guarantee you I would. And people are interested. Honestly, people want new factions. People want things that aren't just Space Marines. You can see it pretty much anywhere when you ask people, hey, would you like a new faction, a bunch of people are like, yeah, you know, it's getting stale. And I agree. Primaris Space Marines did not shake up the game. It didn't shake up anything. It was just Space Marines 2.0. And it's honestly kind of sad because, like I said, want to see things succeed, want to see things do well. Oh, I remember this. Yep. Yeah, this is gonna be nuts. Wait, it's already starting? No, I don't want it to start. Okay, you guys defend here. Yeah, just my big thing is still terrain, especially because like you could do thematic terrain. Like, oh, we're gonna have some orky terrain. Once again, conversion sets. A conversion set would be great. You know, you have a set structure, and then depending on the faction you pick, wow, this is gonna fail like instantly. That's really disappointing because there's 3 waves.
That was a nice warm-up. That fear's still in the mire. Death to the traitors.
At your command.
Okay, one guy group there. Now we need a group here. Then we're just gonna slap mines there. Do I have any other pickups? No. Oh god, this is gonna get rough. Maybe I can go into melee. That might be an option. As dumb as it typically is. Yeah, oh my god, my health is just going free fall fighting these guys. And the Cogitator's going down. Just hit me, dude. Oh god. Okay, we just gotta defend one more wave, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. Okay, that was a good solid hit. This is still wave 2. Are you kidding me? Come on, don't let the Cogitator fall, please. Okay, we're on to wave 3. I'm still absolutely terrified because we have very little we can do here. Just hopefully all these idiots can draw aggro and tank hits. Hey, that was a solid cleanup. I mean, yeah, they were all trash tier guys, but that's still guys I don't have to worry about. Okay, we're halfway there. That is good. We're sitting on 411 HP. If I said I wasn't worried, I'd be lying. Okay, where are you coming from? Come on, game. I know you're waiting to spawn them. Okay, which way is more dangerous? We just throw the grenade there and stall them. take out the sniper. Constantly looking at that meter, just hoping that this is enough to wipe them out, but we got another wave of guys incoming. At least another wave. I got 2 more grenades. I don't have a useful armor ability because this game never saw fit to give me one. Oh, Chaos Beast, great. Yeah, nothing like a Chaos Beast to fight. Come on. A little bit longer. A little longer. Just gotta get that.
Loading.
You should keep being aggroed on me. Yes. Stay aggroed on me. That is exactly what I want. Get up. Hey, Gunner, can you die quick? Thank you. Okay, this is all that's left, is just this guy. Hey, got him.
Then we have our next destination.
Oh my god, that was a challenge.
Reloading.
And this is even with a new needler rifle. That was very, very close. But we did it. So, if you like this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.